I have been almost fundamentally ill-prepared for whatever the internet age and social media age has wrought. So I don't actually know the world that Travis Hunter is headed into next, because he's probably been living in a version of this world that I don't understand for 3 or 4 years as, hey, Renegade team is going to go play for a little bit at Jackson State, and then they're going to go and make themselves first-round picks and go to Colorado, and then they're going to get to the fringe of college football. And they've been living famous and big next to Deion Sanders for a while. So maybe they're prepared for all of what comes next because they've got the perfect mentor in Deion Sanders to warn them at every turn. But all of it does seem dangerous from where I'm standing, like not understanding what fame is doing to 17 and 19-year-old kids as we fast forward how professional football is.
The internet is not great. It's tough to navigate, but I would say while you're having difficulty navigating it, Travis Hunter is like always streaming. Yeah. He is extremely online.
He lives there. Yeah.
He's pretty public with his relationship online. I'd say he's probably positioned much better than you, someone in your 50s, to navigate it.
I guess I don't understand like what's so dangerous about it and why it's different for Travis Hunter than anyone else in a relationship going through the same thing throughout history.
I mean, everybody has probably been in a relationship where they're dating someone and the friends feel some kind of way about it. This is kind of a version of that, only the friends are complete strangers. And there's thousands and thousands of them.
But friends to him, perhaps. Maybe. I mean, he spends all his time there.
We run into it all the time when we have events. People feel like they know us because we live between their ears. And I'm sure Travis Hunter, who's always streaming online, his fans that tune in to watch what he puts out there feel like they know him.
If I could tell you how many people that are strangers to me have come up to me, fans of the show, and said, you should get divorced. Huh.
My point is, and I will leave it, and we will go and enjoy the holidays with Cuban Santa in a moment. Just my just general point, perhaps this is the most obvious thing in the world that I'm saying nothing astute here. But holy Travis Hunter, what a giant victory for you to go from historically black college to best player in college football as the hood ornament on that thing. God bless, what an achievement.
You're a writer, and it shows sometimes. I understand how you're coding everything by he went from an HBCU. This was the #1 recruit in the country.
Yes. Wasn't he committed to FSU?
He had FSU, and on signing day,
he decided to go there.
Barstool and Deion Sanders made a huge show of making the #1 guy go to Jackson State. So he's been a star, and has been dealing with the limelight for several years now.
Yeah, he was committed to Florida State, and I'll never forget it because when he decommitted, all these Florida State fans started burning their Deion jerseys. And there's one classic image of someone burning a framed Deion jersey. They're like, why would you not take it out of the picture frame?
How many, Billy?
Too many to shake a stick at.
Before we go to Cuban Tony at Flanagan's, at a bar on a Tuesday where we do a toy drive, I love that we're doing it this way. I just want to celebrate. Hey, Travis Hunter, you get to enjoy all of that for a second, no matter what the expectations were, because you guys did an enormous thing. And I'm sorry the internet has climbed into your business as you're a star for the new age, the new Deion. You're the new Deion taught by Deion to head into football, and it's going to be so much fun to watch that he met the expectations, because you tell me he was the #1 pick. Go ahead and name all of the last 20 of those. Those don't always end up here. Like those don't. I'd bet against any #1 pick I'm seeing doing what Travis Hunter just did to college football. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you bet against that? Because I would bet. I'd think that the machine would eat up all the #1 picks, and then occasionally it belches out a star in the top 10.
Well, to your point, Dan, yes, I think like what I've seen on the internet is sort of a lot of people assuming things about people they don't know and like making really kind of weird comments about people they don't know, when it does feel like it should be a week to celebrate him and what a great football player he is. Obviously, he is also someone with internet celebrity and has sort of welcomed some of this fame into his life. Like, I understand that aspect of it, but like, I, as a football fan and someone that's not super invested in his personal life, I'm not that interested in that conversation. I'm more interested in the football part of it, which is that he was the best. Yeah, right. What position is he going to play? Who's going to draft him? What's he going to do in the NFL? Like, there's who's going to win the Heisman next year? That conversation's already started. There's a lot of other stuff to me that's more interesting about it.
Okay, and so the place where it's most interesting to me, because I've seen Stugotz saw the Ball brothers sort of conquer an internet space, and his high school girls were super interested in that.
Now, you said number one pick. You mean number one recruit in the nation to go on and do this. So the last one to do that was Bryce Young, 2020.
Okay, and I'm sure you can name some. I would bet against all of that. But what I'm saying to you about having seen Deion's climb from, he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, showed up at his last college games with a top hat, in a tuxedo, 0.0 GPA, because he was telling all of us, I'm using college only to get to my fame. He has birthed this in the internet age, something that has lived on the internet for a while and for 4 years has been famous and has brought a whole bunch of kids who think they know him, that when they stand on that stage, holy, the Heisman ceremony means something to kids it didn't mean something to. Like that stuffy trophy room that he just barged into, he did it with an internet fame behind him that feels like it knows Travis Hunter and has known him for 3 years.
I hate that this story's around because I thought his speech was beautiful.
It was great.
I think it's a wonderful moment. I think it's really cool for Coach Prime. And as someone that found a mentor of his own, it speaks to the importance of mentorship and finding the right one to pave your way for success. And I really hate that this is hanging around the story because it's really cool.
I'm with Mike. What I saw during that speech was a kid, and I didn't know him, and I still don't know him, but that speech kind of gave you a peek inside to what he is all about.
It was authentic, too, off the cuff.
It was great. And you saw a grounded kid who said all the right things, acknowledged all the right people, Dan. Like, I think he's going to be fine moving forward. I think he has a good support system around him, and he's a good, grounded kid.
I think it's impossible to know that because what he's headed into, I don't know that anyone has the tools for. Like maybe he gets through it.
He's navigated being the number one recruit in the nation and being a star that's delivered on Heisman hype. Like he's been able to handle it while being under a microscope so far. So I have no reason to doubt that he can handle being the number one pick because what does that come with? Expectation? You seem to be doing all right with that.
If we like the kid, and I think me and Mike like the kid, it's impossible not to like the kid. But if you like the kid, let's all pray together that he doesn't go to the Jets.